You're going to need to drain the coolant to perform this work, so make sure the car is cold to the touch before you start. The radiator drain plug is located on the lower left side of the radiator at the front of the vehicle and indicated by the red arrow. You will need to remove the under-engine trays as well as probably lift and raise the vehicle. Please follow the link provided at the end of this video for additional assistance with those tasks. When the coolant drains, it tends to run along the lower radiator mounting plate and drain out from several places. Be prepared to catch the fluid with a large tray or a couple of buckets. The turbo coolant pump is located on the left side of the engine bay between the coolant expansion tank and the throttle body, yellow arrow. You will need to remove the intake air tube. Use a flathead screwdriver and remove the 2 screws, red arrows, and the cold air intake tube from the airbox. With the screws removed, pull the tube out from the forward fender area, red arrow, and remove it. Use a flathead screwdriver and loosen all the hoses attached to the intake tube, red arrows. Separate the hoses attached to the tube and remove the tube from the vehicle. With the throttle body intake tube out of the way, you can see the turbo coolant pump indicated by the red arrow. Use a flathead screwdriver and loosen all the clamps on the intake tube from the airbox to the turbo and remove the tube from the engine, red arrow. There are 3 attachments to the turbo pump: the line from the coolant expansion tank, yellow arrow, the electrical connection, green arrow, and the line out to the turbo, red arrow, behind the pump. Disconnect the electrical connection by gently pulling them apart, red arrow. Use a flathead screwdriver and loosen the clamp on the lower hose and separate the hose from the pump, red arrow. This is a low point that will have some fluid in it, so be prepared. Use a 13mm wrench and loosen the clamp in the mounting bracket, red arrow. Slide the pump down and out from the bracket. This will give you access to the coolant line to turbo. The line is wrapped in heat shield. There's not a lot of room to work, so take your time. Use a flathead screwdriver and loosen the clamp and slide the pump off the hose. Installation is the reverse of removal, and do not forget to refill and bleed the coolant system. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and check out another video in this series.